What are you looking for?
I'm looking for Jim Padone.
Come on, I'll show you, give me 2 minutes.
Yep, no problem.
I'm sorry. It says,
That's okay.
Come on.
We could do the other one anyway, because I don't need a vote on it. So I just need it read into the record.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna read what you have in read.
Yep, we're just gonna give him the certificate of compliance. I've done the inspection. He's done the 4 seasons, everything.
Okay, this is regarding Matthew Marcello, 317 West Boylston Street.
Can't read the sign.
Chair William Chase submitted application
Sorry.
for approval of certificate of compliance of said property after inspection.
This is for Marcelo down there on.
Yeah.
Whatever. What is the name of that marble counter? Cobblestones, am I right?
Something like that.
I think that's what it is.
He mentioned something about a yard max. Is that still there though, or was that an older?
That
Right.
was, no, him and a partner, I believe, Toby, they ran it together. It was like building those gazebos and,
Yeah.
They still display
What do
them
they
out
call
like on a front lawn.
gazebos and something
There's still
else.
some granite and piece of granite out there, too.
Yeah.
I saw that the other day. Alright,
He's
so,
he's a builder, that guy,
I will,
yeah.
so what did you change something?
No, I didn't change any, no, the next one I'm gonna change.
Oh, okay.
I just did that one to clean it up, so that's his certificate of compliance. And what's the other one that you had, Phil?
But I'm gonna remove this other line that's in here.
Which one are you on?
Which one?
Matthew Marcello, John. Just this here that I put in,
Bill.
this notation that I.
Oh,
put
there was
in
never a
here.
motion made? Yep, okay.
Am I gonna remove that, or,
Certificate of compliance.
and just put in?
Yeah, just put in what I read in, what I added in,
Okay,
because we already issued it, so I gotta catch up my paperwork. And then when I
Oh, we
read,
signed that.
we did, we signed everything on it, but it was worded wrong,
Oh.
that's all. I had no motion to do it, we just
Oh.
signed everything, and
Okay.
somehow we never made a motion.
Okay.
I'm going, the only one here is a chair, so that's why I entered it in the records.
Okay.
and then the other
The
one,
GCI can't wait to correct me.
yeah, I have,
And the other one was the negative determination, right?
for Kazakoff, for RDA for 215 Shrewsbury Street. That's with the greenhouses.
Yeah.
And, we had issued a negative determination to him, but, well, I've got the wording in here that, the motion to issue a positive determination according to item number 1 on WPA Form 2, with conditions of hay bales, silt fence, and wattles, and he needs to file a notice of intent after completion of the planning board's application.
What it was a loose end. If I do a negative determination, he doesn't have to come back on an NOI. I want him to come back on an NOI in case planning board changes the size of the hothouses, building, whatever. Cause I don't have a stamp right now to hide on.
So the positive,
The positive
So-
means we have applicability on it.
yeah,
And he's got all his hay bales and everything, silt fence he's gotta put in. But now, once he gets a finalized set of plans from Vinnie, he's gotta come back to us with his actual NOI.
But see, John, if we gave him a negative determination, then he wouldn't have to come
He
back.
doesn't have to come back,
okay.
and he
But a
can
positive, he
change.
does.
So we're gonna change the positive?
Change it to
Yeah,
positive.
I'm just gonna change it to positive.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that in here.
Right.
Rather than like making a correction after the fact.
Yeah, we'll just make it a correction in the minutes.
Oh, we're just gonna do
Yeah,
it
just do the
here.
minutes.
Oh, okay, all right.
It was an error on my
So it's
part.
it was supposed to be a positive, and you said negative.
So that's
Yeah.
all you have to do is change it from the negative to a positive.
Yeah, I have that written in here,
But I had to do it at a public meeting.
Okay.
I couldn't just do it
No,
myself.
I just wanna make sure.
So is that all you had?
Yeah, that's it.
So I'll make a motion to approve the minutes with the changes we just discussed.
Second, I second that.
All right, all in favor?
Okay.
All right. And that was it. The other one is, we have $3,000 on our account.
That's amazing.
I don't know why.
We're going out celebrating tonight. This thing with Kate Ivis, the
Poison ivy?
poison ivy, Is there,
We don't own the land on either side of that trail, but we do have some other land on Maple Street, so I'm just gonna try to move it to another project.
Why can't they do the one on Beaman Street, by the guardrail there?
Dave, is that,
According to them, it's taken, it's all set.
Who said that?
DCR.
well, that's not true. Is that one
It's not
forty?
true?
Yes,
So is
Beaman Street
is that,
that's a state highway,
but we maintain it,
that's correct.
just like, so the town would be
All
responsible.
one forty from Sterling to Boylston, we maintain.
But, like,
State owns
if the road needs to be repaired,
That goes under chapter 90.
from the town or from the state?
I think it can go either way, I think.
Because,
I have it here, I'm trying to figure out who owns what. This is it here.
Yeah, but Route 140,
Here's your
12,
causeway.
110, that's all state highway,
Right.
that's all state roads.
Is this also state highway going all the way up?
Yes,
so one forty actually in Route 12 or one road up until the reservoir, then it takes a left?
Yeah, but can this take a left and a right? I mean, how's that work?
So Crescent Street is not one forty.
no, Crescent Street goes by the Lake Department.
So 12, what I'm saying is 12 and one forty are the same road for a while.
Correct, that's exactly right. 12 and 140 from, which was the old Honey Farms, now it's Wachusett.
No, yeah, down
Goes
to the reservoir, and takes a
moves
left,
to the left,
Goes left, yeah.
goes through Oakdale,
yeah.
and then out to
So I'm
Sterling.
going down here, so this is 140, correct?
Yeah.
Now when I come back, is that piece there
That's,
140
no,
too?
that's 110 and 12. 110
Then what
and
is
12
this piece here? That's 110 and 12
Well, I
again?
guess that would be probably 110, 12, right? Because
I'm
140.
trying to find this piece. I need the owner.
This?
Yeah,
You don't know where that is?
I know exactly where it is.
You know, that used to be the hot dog place.
Right, but what he's saying is the deed is.
DCR owns that.
No, it doesn't,
They don't?
No,
the town owns it,
I'm trying to prove that.
Then how come the DCR maintains it?
they don't.
They don't.
We
We do.
maintain it.
Oh, you did? I thought, but, then when the hot dog guy was there?
Yeah,
they
Bob's.
did- Yeah, Bob's.
Well, they always said they owned it, and then,
Oh, okay.
then they finally said they
Yeah.
didn't.
But this, Billy, that's state,
Okay.
110 and 12, or 12 and
So
110.
all three of these sides are state.
Mhm.
So, no, I guess what I'm saying is, so if it's state road and we maintain it, so we're responsible for fixing the poison ivy.
Up here, right? That's what you're talking, in front of that
But
building.
that's still by 140, isn't it?
This is.
Yeah.
Right. This goes out to Sterling.
Yeah.
This here goes back to Honey Farms,
Right.
to Wachusett Farms. This goes down,
Well, I can apply for the partnership funds with DCR if if we're maintaining it, they'll give me money for that.
Dave's absolutely right, we do, I know we plow the road
mhm.
and we maintain it, but I don't know about repairs though.
Where would I find it out? Do we have an agreement with
I
them?
think probably, you know who you could probably know?
Mike, Kittredge would know.
Either Mike Kitch or call Butch Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'd,
Cause this, I can't find an owner, so I'm gonna get a letter from Nancy for that one. Cause they wanna do.
We definitely own that, because we just started, we're gonna put.
See,
a
to
truck-
apply for it, I have to have an owner.
apply for,
I'm applying for funds because
For the
John
poison ivy.
and who is it, Rucho's on it? You got
Yeah.
like a little committee. So what I wanna do is I wanna have two little cutouts type things for these trucks to go
We
into
wanna put some food trucks on there.
and some benches and some,
in here?
Yeah.
yeah.
Where Bob's used to be,
Yeah.
the hot dog?
Yeah,
Who's gonna run them?
We're gonna, go out for bid.
Really?
And we wanted to put some permanent structures here. I can get the money to do that, but I need an owner.
It's just interesting, guys, that you're telling me that the town owns this, because, correct me if I'm wrong, when Bob passed away, and then his grandsons
Tried to do it,
tried to run it,
and they told them no.
and they told him that, once you guys done, no more, no one can go and do what
But
they
I
did.
think what
You're
that,
absolutely correct on that.
I think what that was, your director at the time was taking a little bit more power than he had.
Who, I think, you don't have to mention the name, but I think I know who you're talking about.
Right, cause these little
Yeah.
green lights are on. But in
Yeah.
any event, we all know where we're going with this.
Right,
So Nancy can give me a letter that the town owns it, regulates it, runs it, I don't care how it's worded. I just need that name to apply for the funds.
But, so, but the poison ivy,
And I'll do the same thing for the poison ivy. Because if we're maintaining that road, we plow it or
Well,
whatever.
My question is that, didn't we originally talk about the poison ivy along Beaman Street?
Yes.
When I first brought this up?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm the one who initiated, remember that?
Yep.
Right.
And I was a U-Bill that said something, or maybe the DCR owns that?
Yeah, because they were right there, I
Yeah.
figured, you know, maybe they maintain that.
Yeah.
And
And I think the DCR does own that. In other words, if you're going out there on the left, both sides, but on the left side, if you're looking towards the body of water.
Yeah.
I
think
believe
you're
all
right.
that's.
Because I know that other road that I changed to, I wanted to go up that road, Pleasant Street, I think it was, that goes up there with the
That's where
gate.
the real trail is.
We're gonna put the rail trail,
Yeah.
but I checked that land, and that definitely is owned by DCR,
Yeah,
on both sides.
yeah, but the town owns the road,
Town owns the road,
right?
that doesn't give me permission to go onto the
Right.
land. So I wanna switch from that one and go back to the original one.
Well,
Why can't you just do
I guess my point about the other thing, if the
I think I
DCR,
can, I
if the
don't know.
DCR owns this property, let's get them to maintain it, and do we have any other places of poison ivy that we need to do for the town?
Yeah, along Worcester Street, there's some.
Along the bridge by, the railroad bridge?
Railroad Bridge, Worcester Street. You're thinking of Maple, Shrewsbury Street.
No, the railroad bridge on, it goes on the corner there right by the,
Route 140, that bridge?
no, where, Ray's Antique Furniture is right,
Oh,
right there, 'cause there's a lot of,
well, I was thinking Worcester Street, like,
Where are you getting that, up on the embankment
Yeah.
at the top?
like,
Yeah?
I was thinking like in back of, Walmart.
yep, that's good, there, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
East Brook, yeah.
I mean,
that'd
if
be
you,
good.
if you thought about it, drove around a little bit, there's many places in town that there's poison ivy.
Right.
that It's,
Well, I wanted to get one, so we could,
yeah, yeah,
you know, get one done, and then we
Yeah.
could show how much it
Yeah.
is,
yeah,
does it work, doesn't work,
right,
whatever.
right, kind of a pilot thing.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right, but if the DCR owns it, we're not gonna spend our wheels trying to get them to do it.
Well, the thing is, the money I'm going for is DCI money. So
They
why
just
not
pay
go,
themselves to do it?
yeah, so why not go in a partnership with them? It's a wonderful thing.
That's it.
This comes under all that stormwater that we're doing, you're going to that, right, I assume?
The culverts.
Yeah. See, I wanted to apply for, you know, 5 or 6 different ones all at one
Are
time.
you going to that Neshoba thing? Or that, stormwater?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been to the last 2, and,
That's a whole day, that's a whole day.
yeah, it's not gonna last 1, 2, 3 hours.
I was asked to go and I don't know,
Well, you can come in and out, it's not a big deal.
yeah.
They're gonna have separate
I told
tables.
Nancy, I said, depending on what's going on for me, I can't,
Yeah, 'cause I'm the one to put your name on
I
it.
know you did. I know you did. I'll get you back, don't worry. What goes around comes around.
Well, wasn't that, we need people to know what's going on. I got one.
Yeah, well, depending on what's going on for that day.
But see, because we can do it several ways. We can do CPC money on some of this stuff. We can do, you know, for matching funds. And then they'll give me 3 to 1. That's a good deal.
It is, but I hate to use CPC money for this if we can get another grant or funding from someplace else.
No, DCR is
How can
outright
you
grants.
CPC
and
money for that? What's that from,
You could do it under parks.
Really?
Yep. And there's a lot of stuff you could do, like the downtown, the football field and that track, we could do it for water control. All you gotta do is have logic to get them into where you want, what arena you want them to be in. And the
Let
other
me know,
stuff is
Billy.
federal
Let me
money.
know on that, who owns that. I'm curious.
There is no owner, I have it right here, the town owns it. And
That's it.
that's it. I'm thinking what it is, it's just sidings on roads, and they just overlap, and that's how they get to the ownership of it. It's just stuff that didn't get paved, and it's not gonna get paved.
So, what, like,
It's just extra land that's
yeah, no,
surrounded
no,
by pavement.
my question is about the people, the vendings and things like
We
that.
wanna put a couple of entrances so people can, so the trucks can get off and park in the center of the island. Some benches, some place they can sit and stuff like that. You know, Bob's used to be there.
Yeah.
We'd have like two or three food trucks there.
Yeah,
But you wanna get them off the road? I always thought we'd just do like
No, I think,
cutouts.
get them off the road, and then people can park cause there's parking on the side of it,
Right,
so people can park, and the trucks won't take up the whole
right,
parking area.
right,
okay.
right.
She didn't tell me that part, but that's okay, I can draw it.
Maybe get some electricity over there,
Yeah.
or some.
You're gonna hit
There is electricity there for some reason. Didn't Bob have it
the-
originally?
No, he didn't.
No,
Yeah,
just
no.
straight it up.
Do you know who gave him his original permit back in 1977?
Who?
Me.
Really?
I was on the Board of Health, and he came in front of us, and he wanted to sell hot dogs. It was down at the Walmart Plaza. There used to be a grocery store there. Was it Stop and Shop, was it? Indoli's maybe?
Yeah, I know.
You know, where the theater is now.
I know this, yeah.
And he wanted to sell hot dogs. And I said to him, I'll never forget it, I says, you wanna sell hot dogs there? And he had a little trailer behind his car. He says, yeah. I says, well, I says, you gotta meet this, you gotta meet this, you gotta meet this. So he come back the next meeting and have it and met, and I said, well, you wanna sell hot dogs, go ahead and sell hot dogs.
Have a salubrious day.
Yeah,
which-
salubrious day,
salubrious
yeah.
day, Bob Bertana used to do his mechanical work. He
Yeah.
said
Yes, that's right.
He actually pulled his engine one morning and towed that truck over to the
Is
site.
that right?
Towed him at the end of the day, put the engine back.
Yeah, I did
Really?
work for him at his house, I did his driveway, did some grading for him, I did a walkway for him.
Guy made good money there doing
He
that.
did.
Unbelievable.
It's all cash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
good for him.
No,
Yeah, good for him.
are you gonna get a Bud Light wagon up there?
I'm just doing trees. I'm done. Nothing controversial.
Oh, no, you're a Bud guy anyway.
Did we decide
Bud
where
Heavy
did we decide where the goats are gonna go?
That's right, that's right.
That's what we were just talking about.
Yeah, but have we decided where those goats are gonna go?
No, we have not.
No, we need a,
I would say wherever we put them, they ought to be able to be seen by most people, by
I
a lot
agree
of
with you,
people.
Carl.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
then I would go to our original place. Let me go up and see him.
Right.
Matter of fact, I
Right up in
wouldn't,
DCI. Put him right there.
I would suggest that we get a hold of the school system and find out what they wanna, if they wanna piggyback some sort of a unit on that.
That's a good idea, Carl, because I wonder around the ball fields,
Yeah.
there's gotta be poison ivy up
Oh,
there.
I'm sure there is. Up where that fitness park used to be, up in the
Mhm.
pines and in that area?
What do you think of
Someplace
that?
can, close to the school, or maybe the science teachers can say, let's do this, that, and the other thing. while
Yeah, they
we
could
go."
actually, this time of year, they could actually walk there and
That's
see
right.
them.
And it's a beautiful time of the year to do it. Right at the end, they're
That's
looking
hell of
for
an
things to
idea.
keep
We
the
own the
kids
land.
engaged.
That would work.
What do you think of that, John?
The school controls.
Yeah, but they're not gonna say no. I wouldn't
Yeah,
think.
Most teachers see this as an opportunity.
Yeah, that's a
So-
good idea.
So,
Yeah.
So we gotta reach out to the
I
school.
would think she's gonna be at the meeting. She was at the meeting the other night. Some woman, I can't think of her name, some baseball nut, was on the school committee. So she comes in, she's in a Red Sox uniform going, who are you?
this is.
Okay,
John.
let's move on.
Is that who it is? Blonde? I don't know.
Do you know her, Carl?
No, I said Mrs. Yockey.
Oh,
So,
All
She'll
right,
have to change her name.
all right, all right.
Landowner.
Treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report, we have $3,003, don't we, something like that?
but we don't know if that's with the ads or not, right?
Yeah, so we could be,
Sure.
So it could be, what'd you say, about $300?
yeah, we actually have, our grand total is 3,374, and if we owe 300, then we're around $3,000. So
So-
let's just say we got
$3,000.
3,000.
So do we need the $1,500 from the town?
Yes, just in case, and if I don't, I'll just revolve it to the next year. Or I'll give it back to you, I don't care, however you guys wanna
Well,
do it.
that's what I'm saying, why don't we'll do it, and if we don't need it, we'll just give it back.
Fine.
Okay.
And I only use it for payroll,
I know,
anyway, that's all we use it for.
We always just gotta make sure there's enough money to take care
Well,
of
we
COVID.
just had, we were slower, now all of a sudden,
Yeah.
everybody's building.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, you know, as long as there's enough money in there to pay
It's
Toby.
really, it's a use and
Right,
throw
Toby?
it. Toby's the my next raise coming.
I am spending more, doing more hours.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I agree. I'm for a raise for you.
Well, we had, I thought we had 4 or 5 public hearings last time, didn't we?
yeah.
Yeah, the 18th, I think we had about four, yeah,
You know
4 or
what,
5.
make a note that I'll call Caitlin when I find out that woman's name, and I'll take the program we were gonna do with this one, and I'll send it to the woman. School committee would be the one to do that with, right?
So,
And I'll just have, I'll approach the school committee, then I'll let her take it from there.
Did we do the updates on the trails?
No.
so you're gonna approach this person from the school committee?
Yes, I just gotta get
Jen
the,
Green's is to the,
I just gotta get the name,
she's the chairman,
And
I,
then
is she like a blonde, thin blonde? That guy must be who it was. Sat right across from me, got introduced, and just no clue. Just one of those things. I can't remember names at all.
So then, are you gonna talk to Caitlin after you talk to this?
After I
woman?
talk to her, and then that she can set up her own appointment and everything, and we'll see how we're going.
Okay.
Cause I know roughly where they're gonna go, but, you know, we have to get it down. What was it, an acre we were looking to clean? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, and Kayla, she's got all the prices.
she's got
on it.
everything right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So all we need is a location, and then they can work out whatever they work out, and then bring it back to the board. And I think we can get that financed, it would be a great project.
All right, miscellaneous, mail or paperwork?
We just did it, there's nothing really.
Okay.
You're updating trails? I mean,
I haven't had a chance to draw it out. I did get the actual print, I've got all my, documentation on it, so I actually know where the land is now.
well, you're not gonna be able to do much over there, cause they're taking that bridge down, April,
Which one is that?
Marlin Street, the one across,
They're taking that down?
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
They're rebuilding.
The one
It's
going
gonna
over
be-
290?
It's gonna be
Oh,
close-
190?
It's gonna be close to 65 days.
Really? Wow.
Starting April, 24th maybe, don't quote me now, I think it's towards the end.
So
of
you're
the-
not gonna be able to go around over, really?
Oh, it's gonna take a while to lay it out anyway.
Yeah, but there's gonna be 65 days to do the top, and then I do the bottom.
Who got that bid?
No, I didn't. They're doing the whole 190.
Yeah, Lynch got a big section up in Sterling, Leominster.
Yeah, Lynch is doing the paving.
Yeah. You know, when that bid went out last year, Keating bid it and Lynch bid it. Now, that's in North Sterling, Lancaster. Keating is right in
Right.
Lunenburg. Do you know that Lynch bid him by $200?
Oh my
I
God.
got him in Princeton. Lynch is doing all that.
But think of what I'm saying is,
Right,
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
he's right, that job is in Keating's backyard,
yeah, and you
and
still beat him.
he's still bidding about $200.
Yeah,
Think about that, yeah.
You know?
he gets everything. He got the jail too. He did all the road up at the
Yeah.
jail.
Who's cutting all the trees at the jail? On the left-hand side?
I don't know, I saw that, going up the hill on the left.
They, some of the DCI did because it was, they were all dead. They determined them dead. I remember getting a piece of mail on it. They had some kind of mites or something.
It's all pine up there.
Those are some
Yeah,
big trees.
and they also have it going down by the high school. They got a section of that they're gonna cut too.
That's
I think
for-
it's in with the sidewalks.
That's for the sidewalks, yeah.
But I mean, they're dead, so they're cutting down that
Yeah.
road going down there.
In West Boylston,
Yeah,
Crescent Street.
we're
Yeah.
right.
That's where the new sidewalks going.
And they got a crosswalk and they got a light going in down there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, the crosswalk, I mean, the walkway's gonna go up to Pine Island, right?
Yeah, okay, hook it all together. Yeah, that's pretty good. A lot of walkers down there.
Next scheduled meeting on the 6th of May.
And it's motion to adjourn and
Make motion.
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
That's it. A little bit long tonight, but we'll try to shorten it up next time.
Here go, Bill. How do you shut this off?
You hold top down, and you press the bottom one.
This one?
The button, the round button, and the button, turn over. Press the round button.
Oh, this?
Yeah.